Je suis un champignon. That's French for I hope you're doing well. Let's learn how to craft with Tsm. Today I'll be using blacksmithing to show you how to get stuff done semi-automatically for crafting, and I'll be using shadow casting and a few pieces of green gear. Um, First of all, let's go over to TradeSkillMaster dashboard and settings and crafting. I want you to replace whatever values you have for the default material cost method and craft value method, and use mine because they're good. I will not really be explaining what each individual piece of uh, thing means here, but I'll say that I use them. They are quite stable. They are the most stable I've found so far. Um, there are probably better out there, but these are the ones I follow, and I think they're good. With that out of the way, and that's I'm only not really going into it because I want to keep the video pretty simple and accessible to newcomers. I think most people will not be really interested in getting into the nitty gritty of all of that stuff. And I'm not very good at explaining it anyway. So, okay, I've for shadow casting out in the green pieces of gear, I've already grouped the items. If you don't know what groups means, check out the previous video on the playlist. Uh, and operations too. I've done the operations already. If you don't know what any of that means, check out the previous video. So I've done a group for shadow gas ingot because I want to be crafting a certain amount of shadow gas ingot, and I want to have it craft in a different circumstance when it comes to profit than the gear. So I want to craft a lot of shadow gas ingot, and I want to have a different calculation for profit than the gear. This is just something I've chosen. It's going to be different for many other things, so I'll just keep it simple for the purpose of the video. So we go over to operations after having created the groups, and let me show you how I've done it. So I'll be using a 5 maximum restock quantity for the gear. That's how much TradeSkillMaster will be crafting at most if the minimum profit amount right here is met. If it's more profitable than the minimum, it will craft 5. If I do 50, here it will be 50. It's pretty simple, I hope. So minimum profit amount. This is what I've been personally using. I use the minimum profit out of the maximum out of these two values. This can be a little bit confusing, but it's really not. So if a piece of gear is selling for 100 gold, no, sorry, if it's costs 100 gold to craft, it would have to be up on the auction house for at least 125 gold to meet the 25% crafting threshold. Um, and if I'm also using this piece or all of this, it has to be 25% profit and at least a 100 gold profit. If it doesn't meet that, it just won't craft. For the shadow gas ingot, it's just 25% crafting because it's a different kind of item. You want to craft shadow gas ingot more often than that. I'm making it complicated. So that's it. Shadow gas ingot, 2000 maximum restock and 25% crafting, and the gear 5 and max 100 gold, 25%. I hope that's not too complicated. So we go over to operations and we get that into crafting. You have to do that for both of them. And that's it. Now you go to blacksmithing for this example, and you can go over here to TSM groups. And you just have to select the groups you want to be crafting for and press restock. And right here, you'll have this beauty, absolute beauty. I need to reopen. Yeah. So we have this all queued up right here, crafting queue. When you have something over here, you can just come over to craft next and it will start crafting everything. You need to craft next again for each individual item. But this makes everything much more simple, right? Now, this is amazing, right? But there's more. There's more amazingness. Now we are out of resources for crafting all of this stuff, right? Um, you may have already noticed there's something up here called Tsm Task List. You can open that up by typing /tsm task list, something like that. Um, and you'll see here gathering and buy from auction house. This is wonderful, and I'll show you why. So if you don't have that showing up, let me just say that you can come over to gathering, select your crafter right here, and you probably don't have to select professions. I think it's always preset to do this, and this is a preset for TSM. It's pretty good. You probably don't have to move that around. Once you've done that, you may have to click this. It's going to show up here if you have the task list open. So now let's buy some stuff off of the auction house, shall we? This is so helpful. It will save you so much time. It's one of my favorite things out of TSM. So you come over to the interface for TSM. It has to be the TSM interface. Come over to browse. You must be in browse, and then you can just press scan all, and then you will be scanning those things you need to buy. And you can select, for example, last right ore and go over to buyout. It will automatically select how many you need, so 8, and you just buy. And for the selenium ore, it's going to be 83, buy. Pay attention to the values. This updates real time, the gold you're showing here, but the calculation for the profit, it does not update real time. So sometimes if you do this, you may lose a lot of gold if you don't pay attention, because the price may be not updated and you'll be buying for too much. So you just need to pay attention to this. There's no way around this with the task list and all of that. It does not update real time. You must pay attention. Most of the time, it's probably going to be fine, but pay attention. I've lost gold doing that. So we've got that in the mailbox, and we can go back to the forge and finish crafting that stuff. Am I missing something? Oh yeah. So that's what I'm missing. I have something of the rest of the materials on another character, so it's telling me to log out and get the stuff from another character because of the preset here. So that's it. So you can just when you're done with all of that stuff, the task list is so amazing. You can just go over here and do craft next again on the crafting queue, and I think that's gonna be it for this video. This is one of the best modules for TSM. I love this to death. I don't think I could play without this. Uh, there will be more videos on TradeSkillMaster. This is just the second part, and I'm trying to keep it very noob friendly. So it's pretty much an introduction for noobs. There will be more in the future, going to more complicated stuff. But for now, I hope you enjoy it. Subscribe if you want to see more. There will be much more to come. And let me know what you think. See you.